It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Chargers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. The playoffs have arrived. It is the start of Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go here on this Saturday. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by one more week.
Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. The Browns have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, his team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chargers offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing now from the gun. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
Over the course of my career early on, there was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing...
And he's in! Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Browns offense ready for their second possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete, but there's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Junior Colson there to make the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll get this out to the left flat. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. He is going to have a Browns 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And the Browns are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. 2nd down and 3. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. On the ground, here's Rivers. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. They'll look to throw yet again. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. One quarter in the books in round one of these AFC playoffs. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here's McAllister to return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Now a give up the middle. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Junior Colson there to make the stop. Third down, 3 to go. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down. Here's a run going left. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. He'll turn and hand this one off. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And on third down, that ball incomplete. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have a Browns first down. They picked it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. Handoff here, up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through.
Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. They'll throw out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here. Able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. The Browns offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Up the middle they go. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even 1st half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a tie ball game. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead. It just doesn't work out.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. Now the Chargers will use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer because right now, they don't have one for this game.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Browns offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So Jim Harbaugh will make the move for the field goal unit. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. That one is good. And the Chargers going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So we are at halftime here in the AFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman and both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back, and he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Now give on the ground. He'll push forward for about a yard. Junior Colson there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. A toss left side, caught by his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
That's over the middle and intercepted. A big hole to the 20. This one back the distance. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Every career starts as a dream.
We have a trade alert. This pick has been traded. There has been a trade. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a trade. Ladies and gentlemen, the current pick has been traded. The current pick has been traded. The next pick has been traded. We have a trade alert. This pick has been traded. There has been a trade. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a trade.
Every career starts as a dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, the current pick has been traded. The current pick has been traded. The next pick has been traded. We have a trade alert. This pick has been traded. There has been a trade. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a trade. Ladies and gentlemen, the current pick has been traded. The current pick has been traded.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Titans under the lights on Sunday night.
Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of... Third and final of the games today, this Wild Card Sunday. It might be the best of the bunch. And off we go on EA Sports. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He's coming off that dominant performance we saw last week, Mike, where clearly he was the best player on the field. He ended up being voted the best player in the entire conference, and truthfully, I'm not even sure that did him justice. I mean, you can make the argument that he had the best individual performance of any player in the entire league. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to replicate that here today, but if he does, I really like their chances to leave with a win.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. On the handoff, it's Lloyd. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here's a third down and 4. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Browns will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Receiver in motion, headed left. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. Third and 9. and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Here's the punter now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive. That's over the middle and intercepted.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
A gain of 16 yards. First down for Tennessee. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw on the move is caught. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Titans. Now for the point after. going. Instead, the worst result. It goes back the other way, Greg, and the defense scores with a pick six.
Mike, sometimes there's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. Yourself in 3rd and long, you're trying to make a play, but sometimes you just press a little too far, and this time it leads to the turnover and the pick six.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good, and they are unable to tack on the extra point. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5, and it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They trail by 2, and we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll turn and hand this one off. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball.
He is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Titans will up the lead to 5. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Looking underneath, he'll find Lloyd. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. They'll try and run for it. He's going to pick up the Browns' first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to it.
Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll let this go for Pickens. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. That's fielded at about the 18. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll go left side here and complete this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This one, returnable. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Off play action. He'll set up. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Titans have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. The extra point is up and through. And the Titans add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is hot. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A huge play just before the half. It covers 63 yards. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. And he will find the end zone. The 2-point conversion added on. Now that deficit is only 4. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So we are at halftime here in the AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this wild card Sunday. Again, 1 more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. This drive will begin with a run by Lord. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he thought about throwing it away, but he can't get rid of it. And that's going to go down as a sack.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop it. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. His throw left side is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And the Browns are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line. Here's a run. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Titans offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Back to the air one more time. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They'll look to throw yet again. The throw on the run is complete.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The field goal unit is out for the Titans. This, about as short as you can get. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Titans will tie the game at 24.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Back to throw. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. On 1st down, it's Lloyd. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of... The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Try to run it with Lloyd. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. Open man. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down. Collins, the tight end, is the man moving. On the ground, it's Lloyd. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And now he's got a man open deep downfield. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated. That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a 1st.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The Browns offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. They'll start this on the ground with Lloyd. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Lloyd. And he'll get close to the marker A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he is going to have a Browns first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1. Shotgun snap and a give to Lloyd. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now this time they'll look to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Lloyd. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Again, inside, there's Lloyd. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Lloyd. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Lloyd. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a first down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. 3rd and long. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes.
Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA.
Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. As this at the 6. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And it's going to be the man under center who brings him out, now in his 9th NFL season.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Here's 2nd and 11. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. The Browns are lining up to punt. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they'll be led out by their QB, now in his 8th season in the NFL.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now it's a bootleg for him. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He's got it at the 24. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Pickens motioning left. Lloyd running dead ahead. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. Hits his running back. And this one does not go far. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Has him on the quick hitter. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice hit.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. He'll pass it this time. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns go up 6-0 here in the 1st. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. And he'll get it up to the 27.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. Looking to return from the 29. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Very good return as he picks up 20. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. From midfield now. And a man is there to knock that away.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Looking to the air here. And this is another incompletion.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, Brock, you know that I like to spin positive, so at the very least, they were able to get to that fumble and only give up 2. Easily could have been 6 there.
Well, why don't you haul down to the field and tell those defenders to be positive, too, because some of their body language is a little dejected. I get it. You wanted 6 points once that ball hit the deck, but cheer up, boys. 2 points in possession, that's not bad either.
The Browns getting their offense out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now they face 2nd down. They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. Into the red zone. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens could have gone for 2 in the tie, but they choose to trail by 1. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They've got some distance ahead of them, starting deep in their own territory after that free kick. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Still going past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. They're working quickly here. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Browns grow the lead to 7. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns grow their lead to 8. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Baltimore running its offense out now. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. All set up now for 1st and 10. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Option give here. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 5 on that play. Still need 3 times that now on 3rd and 15. Looking for a throw here. He's got... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Browns will go on offense. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense up to the line fast. From the 38. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Browns are on the move here. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Setting up the running back screen. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They are throwing it again. This is hauled in by Lloyd. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Pass play coming here. Dumps it off to his running back. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
That one's rejected at the line. And it's going to be second down. Throwing now from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Completed to his running back. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Finds his man over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. 1st and 10 from the 41. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Bails out of the pocket quick. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's keeping it again. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. We've reached halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the... They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. The Browns close in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
He has the first over the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's a give up the middle. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Back to the well again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 4th and 3, drive on the line. Setting up a throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They run once more with Lloyd. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Handoff here to Lloyd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Again, a run with Lloyd. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They go play action on first. He rolls to his right. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a throw. Dump off caught by his back.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll throw it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Only 1 quarter. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. To throw here on 1st down. He's got it over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens down by only 2 in the 4th. So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for 2. And they draw up just the right throw, and it ties this game for them. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Able to find Lloyd here. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. On the give, it's Lloyd. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
They go with Lloyd here. And he'll advance this down to the 38 on that run. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. Here's Lloyd. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stuffed at the line. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. Looking to throw. It is cut left side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Browns in range for a game-winning score. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now Lloyd. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. They give now to Lloyd. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Lloyd. And he's across. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns have taken the lead late. That one right down the middle. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Ravens ready for their next series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Here he is to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Back to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. Setting up to pass. He's on the move. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the Conference Championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl.